Any questions? Y'all seem a little silent.
And looking like a completely different team than we saw in Major 1. What worked today? Why was today so successful against the #1 team?
Well, to be honest, man, like after Major 1, obviously we underperformed, wasn't up to our standard. We worked so hard, man. That's all I can say. We were in the lab hours before the time we were supposed to get there. We were just making the most of, learning from our mistakes. But yeah, I think that's the most important thing. We were just working really hard and being very critical on each other's mistakes.
Yeah, I think after Major 1, big upset, as you guys know, placed like 12th. Not the placing we wanted, but we knew what we needed to work on, and we did our best to implement that in our gameplay, following that up. So I'm glad that we're actually showing what we're capable of.
Do we need to get a monitor cam on Mack? He was on another planet out there today. It was unbelievable to watch.
Yeah, actually, he's very sick right now, pretty nauseous, and he's having an MJ flu game right now.
Crazy.
So,
He was sick, man. He was like before the game he was vomiting.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He was very sick, man.
So.
He was wasn't feeling too good before the game, and then he came out map 1 and fried. So tip that to him, man. Tip my hat off to him.
Have either of you ever been to Minnesota before?
Hell no.
Yeah, I have been. For the Modern Warfare Open, that shit was cold, man.
Ain't nobody come over
I was
here.
freezing.
Hey.
Did you guys really do a deep dive into them?
To be honest, this one, not too much because, we've played them 3 times in the last month, I think. We've played them quite a bit, so we kind of have played them a lot, so we can't understand what they do. So obviously we did heavy VOD still, regardless, but we know their tendencies, we know what players like to do just because we've played them in officials plenty of times. I think that was our 3rd time. So I think it's just us playing them a lot, so we kind of understand how they play.
And it's also just us getting better as a team. We treat them just like everyone else, so there's no really more intensity in watching them versus other teams. We lost twice to them. I was not losing again. I'd feel like my dignity as a man is getting stripped away if I'm losing 3 times in a row, so I just couldn't let that happen.
Yeah, I agree.
So you guys mentioned you guys are rooks, but confidence isn't at a rookie level. You guys come in with a lot of confidence. What gives you that confidence?
Well, personally for me, I think me and him both actually is we just, as people out of the game, we're just confident people in general when it comes to socializing with friends or we've played in sport teams before. So we kind of just understand that environment. We're very good competitors and we hold ourselves to a high standard. I think that's the most important thing. Since we hold ourselves to such a high standard, you have to be confident in your ability. If you don't believe in yourself, there's no one that can you can't do that. You can't teach that. You just have to believe in yourself and be confident in your ability to reach the highest level.
With the time off tomorrow to prepare for FaZe, what is the main thing you guys are going to be focusing on?
The main focus goes for any team. If it's FaZe, OpTic, whatever. It's like Lamar said to me earlier today. He said, stick to the GP on GD. Stick to the game plan on game day. So it doesn't matter how they're playing or what they're doing. I don't give a damn. You stick to our game plan, make sure we're doing what we need to do and doing our job, and we'll be fine.
Lamar being more of a veteran, what kind of role has he played to you guys as this being first kind of big year?
I'll be honest, Lamar doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's probably one of the best, if not the best leaders in the game. He has brought me and him, there's some days where we're like, damn, this guy hasn't stopped telling us what to do, you know what I mean? But in reality, if we sit back and we go and look back at those days, we wouldn't be the players we are. He's built us into players that not only are talented, but know how to play the game the correct way. And out of game as well, just helping us with normal life. We're 20-year-old kids, living in a new world. We just sometimes might not understand how the real world works. So he's a really good guide and leader to having the team in and out of the game.
How important was it to keep the crowd quiet today?
I don't give a shit about the damn crowd.
I'll be honest, the crowd, that motivates me more, to be honest, personally. When I hear people just going for the opposition and not my team, it gives me more of a reason to win, right?
You guys have both built up a good little fan base because you're both pretty active and confident. You guys have anything to say to the people out there rooting for you guys inside of the green wall?
I think I just want to thank God first and foremost, and then, family. They're good supporters, biggest supporters. But to our fans, appreciate you guys having faith in us. We're all working hard every single day to show what we're capable of, and I'm excited to show you guys what we have in store.
Yeah, I just want to shout out to my family back home in Australia, my grandparents, my parents, all my cousins, uncles. Without them, I wouldn't be the person I am. So for them, they're my #1 supporters. So I just want to say a big thank you to them. I know they're probably up now. It's probably 5 in the morning or something, and they're just watching the game. So I respect that from them. And all the fans, all the Seattle fans, any fans, all the support, man. I appreciate it.
What do you guys got to say to the haters? I doubt a lot of people thought you guys were going to just 3-game rip them.
Like I said about the crowd, I don't give a damn. So, they can hate.
That's the same energy. Well,
It's
we don't
whatever,
really care.
man.
Honestly,
I'm
we
just
don't
doing my thing. I'm just here. I don't cause no problems. I don't talk shit to no haters. I just, you know, if you can hate, if you got some
It's about-
negative things
yeah.
to say, you go ahead, bro.
It's
But,
the business, you know. Like we don't really
It's whatever.
care. Every sport has them. It doesn't phase us at all.
Do you see both your careers being intertwined, staying in as a duo together?
I think we're in here for a long time, me and AG. So
Man,
had some talks about, you know what I'm saying? We got some cooking up, you know. So
I think we're gonna be playing together for a long time.